Hello, this is a response to BigBabatune1218, a person who's commented on one of my videos. Was very rude to me actually, called my mental state into question and suggested that I'm a paid shill for the company Blaze, who manufactures the Evercade stuff. Now, the reason he called my mental state into question and tried to characterise me as some kind of gatekeeper fanboy slash paid shill employee was because I said I tested the OG handheld console with the HDMI lead through the telly and I found that it worked, and his claim was that because he updated the firmware, that broke compatibility with the TV. So point one, I'm going to prove to you that's not the case. OG console, HD lead, power on. Does that look like it's not working to you? Because that looks to me like it's working. Now, I did it earlier without updating the software, just to prove that that worked, and I'm doing it now with your software that you said you had, the new software, to prove that that also works. So that's point one. You said the HDMI lead doesn't work because of the firmware, and I'm proving to you right now, and you can see with how the software looks, this is the updated software because the old one had a red background. So this is the new software through the HDMI lead. You can see that it's working. All right. Point one. Oh yeah, and the second thing was Sunsoft 6 games. You said there's not 6 games on here. So if you're right about there not being 6 games on there, when this loads up, it'll only show 5 in the menu, not 6. I really hate having to do these. Please don't be this rude to me, and don't accuse me of being a shill and force me into making these videos to prove that you're lying and I'm not in fact a shill. People believe anything they read on the internet these days. You should know better. Oh look! 6 games. Sunsoft Collection 1, 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Point 2. Proven. Alright, so point 1, I'm not a shill. It does work with the HDMI lead. I do have the console. I did the testing as I claimed. Your claim was incorrect. Point 2. Sunsoft Collection 1, 6 games. 6 games. So I was right there as well and you were wrong. But I'm not going to ask you to apologise. These things happen. People make mistakes. But I just want you to keep in mind, if you approach people the way you approach me, and you're aggressive and rude, you're going to bring the worst out, and that's what you're going to see of them. So you approaching me with these horrible, rude claims that my mental state is called into question, that I'm a paid shill, that I'm lying, I'm covering up for someone's bad behaviour in some company office somewhere. Don't say things like that unless you know them to be true. Especially when the person who knows them not to be true is making a claim otherwise and has video evidence of it. Alright? So hopefully that will answer your questions. Now you know I'm not a paid shill. I did do the testing. The thing I said was true, like I just demonstrated. So like I said earlier, perhaps your console has a problem with it, or when you updated the software you didn't do it right. I don't know. I'm not a customer service guy at Blaze. Perhaps you should contact Blaze and have this conversation with them, and then you can slag their staff off and be rude to them and see how far you get with it. Because trust me, you won't get far in life being rude to people. How you get far in life is you cooperate with people and you show them your best side. There's no need to be horrible like that. And you know, some of the things you said, I wouldn't even say those people I hated, let alone a complete stranger I knew nothing about. So anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope I put those claims to bed. I consider this matter closed. I'm not going to hold it against you or block you or delete you off the channel or anything like that. But I just want you to think in future. Maybe there's a more simple explanation to these things that don't add up in your mind and you just haven't thought of it yet. Accusing someone of being a crazy, paranoid, secret spy for a company, that's paranoia. I'm sorry, but that casts aspersions on your mental state, not mine. If you can't even figure out that there's probably a more simple explanation to these things not adding up in your head than me being some super spy for a company, It's just ridiculous. And also keep in mind, I am the one making the videos here. I'm the one who's bought all this stuff with my own money. I don't charge money, I don't have sponsors, I don't even ask for a like or a subscribe, nothing. I do this just because I'm enthusiastic about it and I like games and I want to share that with people. So please don't be rude. Make out like I'm being paid on the sly for my voluntary contribution to the gaming scene, and we'll get along just fine. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. A paid shill for a company. Brother, there isn't a company on earth that could afford to pay me to be a shill. I don't need money that badly.